Could the San Francisco 49ers be on the verge of making a game-changing move this offseason? With both of their backup quarterbacks set to hit free agency, the questions are swirling. Will they bring in a fresh face to solidify their roster? Speculation is heating up around a certain former first-round pick who might be looking for a new beginning. After struggling in a less-than-stellar organization, could this player find his groove with Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers? As we dive into the offseason, the San Francisco 49ers find themselves at a crucial crossroads, particularly when it comes to their quarterback situation. With both of their backup quarterbacks, Brandon Allen and Joshua Dobbs, entering free agency, it's clear that a change is on the horizon. The question on many fans' minds is whether the 49ers could make a move for Daniel Jones. Now let's be real. Jones has had a rough road as the starter for the New York Giants, sporting a record of 24 wins and 44 losses. However, it's important to remember that he's been playing for a franchise that has struggled for years. Just look at Saquon Barkley, who thrived once he found himself in a better situation. There's a narrative here that could resonate with 49ers fans. If Kyle Shanahan could work his magic with a player like Brock Purdy, why not with Jones? After spending last season on the practice squad of the Minnesota Vikings, Jones will be a free agent come March 12th. And you know what? The 49ers could be a perfect fit for him. Shanahan has a history of developing quarterbacks, and it's not too far-fetched to think that Jones could flourish in a system that emphasizes what he does best. Let's take a moment to reflect on Sam Darnold's journey. He was the third overall pick in the 2018 draft, and after struggling with the Jets, arguably one of the least successful franchises, he found new life as a backup with the 49ers and has now moved on to a starting role with the Vikings. Could Daniel Jones be on a similar trajectory? After all, he was the sixth overall pick in 2019, and his experience as a starter could be invaluable for the 49ers. Imagine Jones stepping in as a backup to Brock Purdy. He brings a wealth of experience that could provide a safety net if Purdy were to face injury again. The 49ers need someone they can rely on, and while Allen and Dobbs didn't exactly light it up last season, Jones has shown flashes of potential. He could be that bridge player who helps maintain the team's competitive edge while also learning under a proven coaching staff. So is this the best decision for the 49ers? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, bringing in a player with Jones's background could lead to significant upside. On the other hand, there's the risk of bringing in another player who may not pan out as hoped. But if you look at the bigger picture, this could be a low-risk, high-reward situation. Jones likely wouldn't command a hefty salary, making this a feasible option for a team that needs to manage its cap space wisely. And think about the emotions involved here. As a passionate 49ers fan, it's hard not to get excited about the prospect of a fresh start for Jones. The potential for him to thrive in a system like Shanahan's adds a layer of intrigue that could spark hope for the future. It's a chance for him to shed the burdens of his past and step into a new role where he could truly shine. The San Francisco 49ers are buzzing with excitement as trade rumors swirl around the league, particularly with the Cleveland Browns edge rusher Myles Garrett. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it really worth sending 2 first-round picks and a player for a guy like Garrett? It's a big gamble, no doubt, but let's break this down. Myles Garrett, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, is not just any player. He's an elite talent who can change the game. Imagine pairing him with Nick Bosa on our defensive line. That's a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks and a recipe for a dominant defense. But here's where it gets tricky. The proposed deal from The Athletic suggests we send our 2025 and 2026 first-round picks, along with kicker Jake Moody, to Cleveland. On the surface, that sounds like a hefty price to pay. Losing those first-round picks means we're sacrificing potential future stars, which is a tough pill to swallow for any fan. It's not just about getting Garrett, it's about what we're giving up in the process. Wouldn't it be safer to secure a young edge rusher in the draft instead, someone like Georgia's Michael Williams? And let's not forget about the financial implications. Trading for Garrett means paying a premium for a proven star, but it also leaves us with less flexibility to draft new talent at critical positions, like finding a replacement for Trent Williams or adding depth to our defensive Line. While we're not in cap trouble this season, those rookie contracts are golden opportunities to build a strong, competitive roster without breaking the bank. Do we really want to gamble that away for a player, no matter how great? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, Garrett could elevate our defense to another level, reminiscent of the 2015 Denver Broncos with Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware. But on the other hand, we could be missing out on the chance to draft the next big thing. It's a dilemma that every passionate 49ers fan feels deep down. It's about balance. Do we chase immediate glory, or do we build for sustained success? As I ponder this trade, I can't help but think about the emotional roller coaster it brings. The thought of watching Garrett in a 49ers uniform is thrilling, but what if we look back in a few years and realize we sacrificed too much? The stakes are high and the pressure is on. If we go all in for Garrett, we better make sure it pays off. So where do we go from here? Should we take that leap of faith and pull the trigger on this deal? Or is it wiser to hold on to our draft? Capital and trust in our scouting department to find the next star? I want to hear your thoughts on this. And you, what do you think? Is this trade proposal too rich, or is it worth every penny for a Hall of Fame edge rusher like Garrett? Join the debate in the comments below. Let's discuss our expectations for this potential move. Your insights matter, and I want to hear what you have to say. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all the latest 49ers news. Activate that notification bell so you don't miss a beat. Let's keep this conversation going, 49ers faithful.